What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. We are now talking about a brand new Marvel fighting game, Tokon Fighting Souls, or Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. This is crazy. This took the internet by storm. I mean, there's been all the memes, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom is dead. All like, is the title gonna change? All this, just tons of things to potentially talk about when it comes to this game, you know, who I want to be in the game, all that jazz. But I wanted to make a quick video explaining an interesting little discussion that has popped up over on Twitter that is apparently, you know, I honestly think it's just rumor based and just like pure speculation and most likely false, if I'm just gonna be straight up front, but it is interesting nonetheless. And that is if Horikoshi, the manga artist and author of My Hero Academia, is helping or doing some of the designs for this game. Now, I tried my very best to figure out like where the origin of like this conversation has started. It's kind of tough to find it, but essentially it derived from like one or two people saying either, you know, oh, I think Horikoshi is doing the designs for the characters, and then they'll have like his artwork and then an example of like the in-game model, or like people will say, oh, the streets are saying that Horikoshi's doing the designs. And what this kind of boils down to is mostly two characters. One is Miss Marvel. Just so if you just look at her game model, and then during one of the little, I guess, documentary of like, oh, we're making this game, right? Arc System Works. Her concept art, a lot of people were saying like it looks really close to that of Horikoshi's style of when he does his female. So like characters like Sue, Uraraka, characters like that have those kind of eyes. Again, there's no proof or evidence. However, I mean, it is very similar, you know, like this could just boil down to, you know, Hori and whoever is actually designing this, like they could just have a very similar style. Maybe the main artist in this game is a big fan, and like, you know, sometimes when you're a big fan of someone, like you will try to incorporate some things that you love from it, right? There are very big similarities, I will say that. And then there's one, a little small one before we get to the other big one. But so someone brought up that Storm. They said that like the eyes specifically for Storm kind of resembled that of MHA. This is a little bit more tougher to talk about because I could sort of see it, like it kind of could resemble someone's eyes, like maybe Lady Nagant's or like Momoye Rose's eyes specifically. It's not, again, that it's a kind of a little far-fetched. But another big one is Spider-Man. Now Spider-Man, now okay, his design aside, because that's another video I'm gonna talk about, because Jesus Christ, people are losing their goddamn minds. The main thing are his lenses, his eyes. If you don't know, so Horikoshi did do a artwork of Deku and All Might with Spider-Man. He has inspired a lot of great MHA art over the years. Makes sense, right? He has an awesome Spider-Man drawing. I'll go ahead and have it on the, you know, the video right now. But so you have this, and then if you look at his model in the game, the lenses are very similar. The only big difference are when you look at the lenses on the bottom, when that little triangular piece in the game, it goes downward, while on his art piece, it goes slightly upward. I'll kind of try to zoom in and whatnot to I guess explain what I mean. But it is very similar. Like that is literally the only difference. And again, people are like, oh, like this, you know, Horikoshi could be making the designs. And well, I think that'd be sick. And I know he would probably love to do that in general. I don't know. I saw some people bring up good points that like, well, if he was one of the head artists on these games or on this game, I feel like it would have been like one of the little, I guess, things that they would have shown in the beginning, like, oh, designs by Horikoshi, whatever, right? But they didn't. It could technically be something that's saved for later, because this is just a reveal. I don't know, like, you know how like sometimes like they're not gonna flat out say who the voice actors are, right, for a character. That's kind of like a later thing. And I mean, you know, artists don't ever really get much praise to begin with regardless. But I mean, it's interesting to speculate nonetheless. I personally don't believe it, as much as I would love it. I think it'd be sick. People are already kind of complaining that I was like, well, if Horikoshi actually is designing the characters, then he has an Spider-Man. And it's like, yeah, this is probably why this wouldn't happen to begin with. But yeah, I mean, you know, a very quick video. Let me guys know what you guys think. Like, do you believe that Horikoshi is involved, or is it just very similar? Because again, like, I think also people have to remember this character Spider-Man has been designed hell and back for decades, and there's only so much you can do to have a different version of one suit. And that even goes with the eyes. Like, the eyes can only be designed so many ways to where it's not just outlandish, you know? Like, I'm talking like Minecraft block eyes. So like sometimes things are going to look similar. And then Kamala, I mean, you know, cutesy anime girl style, it's bound to happen. But I guess it honestly just depends. Like, if we see other characters as they get revealed, if they even look similar to the MJ style. Like, again, there was someone who just kind of like, oh, the Iron Man Gundam outfit, which is sick, by the way, that kind of looks very similar to Iron All Might, which is like, well, I mean, sure, I guess. Again, it's just there's just very pointy pieces on both armor, so that's probably why. But like I said, let me know what y'all think. Are people crazy, looking too much into it, or is there actually some legit things to talk about? Nonetheless, I'm excited to do my best to cover this game, right? I think it's just fun to talk about these topics, and I'll probably eventually also do like, oh, my top hero list. We'll see how that goes, but thank you very much, guys. Take care.